The task is to construct a replica of Stanton Drew Great Circle in Second Life in less than 3 hours. We split into teams. One team that had to make the wooden posts and distribute them to the builders. The second team dig the henge, so no need for terraforming, and think about how one could construct a ditch and bank by building them rather than risking damage by sinking the ground in Second Life. And the third group was to measure up and work out the placing of the wooden posts in the concentric circles and then build them.
So we're going to go here 30 and 30. See how that looks. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. If we now line it up, yep. There we go. And then once we've built, we can basically just de-res it, and then we'll be on the ground. So I think we've done what we can do. We just need to wait for some poles.
Should you not pull it over more to the one side where there's a kind of big gap, you know?
Which side is that?
Do you know what I mean?
I've just put it between as roughly as I could what they've already done as the mounds. So it's, if you pan up,
maybe it's just my viewer.
You've got a 3D Connect mouse, haven't you? So
yeah,
if you use your fly cam and just fly up, you can see that that's
what I'm doing.
You can see that's pretty central.
Yes, I can see that's absolutely great. Yeah. The altar.
Well, I don't know if that was on their plan, wasn't it?
I mean, there seem to be tons of poles, and I don't see where all the poles would go.
Let's just put here. If I do another create box and stretch. Here we go.
Can you share with what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm just going to put this picture up here, so we've got a picture of what Liz showed us.
Okay, that's clever. Yeah, but you see there are loads and loads of poles there, are there not?
Well, I think...
Yeah, there's supposed to be 9 circles, isn't there?
Liz had the deluxe model. We're building the Tesco's family value.
But do the others know that they don't have to create as many poles as there are in there? So otherwise, they create poles like crazy, and we can't put them there.
Once you've created one pole, that's all you need to do. Then you can just basically pull one out of the other.
So we can just create the 9 circles, can't we? Starting with the one that's
in the middle
on this plan.
In the middle, or starting?
Well, I think if we start with the outside and work in.
Because it doesn't look like. I suppose it might have an altar in the centre pit, but
yeah, we don't know what the size.
No. Okay, do we need to let the other teams know to work to this plan, or is that obvious, do you think?
I think that's really just for us, isn't it? Because we're the ones placing the... I mean, the main thing that I wanted to get correct was to have the circle sort of circular.
Sure. It's quite a good guide for sizing, though, isn't it? for them.
They haven't created many poles yet, though. And what are the sausages outside? Are they supposed to be stones or what? The henge? She says not creating anything.
I think it's meant to be the ridge, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Right, well we may as well just have a tea break now.
Are you off Coke? Martin?
Sorry?
Are you off your Diet Coke?
Oh, I wish. I tell you, it's been terrible. I think that's part of my problem now. I need to go to Coke Zero Anonymous and see if I can get some therapy for my addiction.
Oops.
You know, that is something that's always fascinated me as a business opportunity, actually. The idea that you've got all of these people now, they're basically living. You know, we've got to go and start us to take care of the, I guess it's only been the last maybe 5 or so years with the sort of explosion of social media that, you know, people have now started to maybe have a bit of a concern as to how much information they're putting online.
There's going to be years and years and years worth of stuff, isn't there, as well?
Yeah.
People are going to have virtual presences for sort of 50, 60 years, or longer for the younger generation. My kids will have their whole lifetime profiles, I suppose.
That looks nice. The green.
Mm-hmm.
But the thingy bob is sticking out. Your ground, your basics.
What thingy bob is that?
But
You need to put it on top anyway, won't you, when they've finished?
Oh, well, I can adjust that. Yes.
You perhaps need to put it on top anyway, won't you, when they've finished
I will when they
making
finish.
their platformy bit?
I'll stick it up and then we can see where we're going.
okay.
They've made the poles.
Okay.
Well, that's it. I think that's all we need. Because if we get permission for those poles, we can just grab the pole. And the thing is, the pole should have been more sort of square or rectangular. Because I think in those olden days, they didn't really have the technology to make round spoons.
Yeah, I think they look quite square on that picture as well, don't they?
So we'll have to send them back under warranty to talk to each other about communicating in the outside world. A bit like the Tomorrow people, which you're probably too young to remember.
I don't remember that. Everyone, to me, looks really grey in Second Life at the minute. But apparently it's something to do with our work firewall. It's letting some bits of Second Life through, but not everything.
Not
So,
everything. So
for some reason, everyone's grey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just mostly people. Like, the skin colour is, even mine, looking at my own avatar, is really grey. It looks, going back to your idea of helping people when they die. It's kind of like, everyone looks a bit ill to me.
Well, that would be terrible, wouldn't it, if something like that. I wonder if we'll get a works report that says they're ready for us. Well, they could message us.
That's
Send us a
fantastic.
message in a bottle.
Yeah, absolutely. So they have stones and poles here, lovely. And Dell is quite tired of doing all this.
URL for you, a very short URL.
Hi Dell.
So you can
Oh,
just
he can't
include
hear
it
us.
in documents. Send things
Ah,
to
I
friends.
thought they were
Just
trees,
very
but they are
quickly,
stones.
sort of
Can you
ping
walk through
the
them?
URL
No,
to them,
you can't
and
walk
they
through
then
them.
have access to the image
They're not
without
fountain.
any sort of messing around.
Yeah. Shall we get started?
So what do we need to do? We've got a row of stones around the edge, and then the wood is inside, isn't it?
Oh, is that okay? I think I've opened one. Oh, good. Close that and that one.
God,
Well,
this
why
getting
is
very
this pole in the
quiet.
air?
I'm just
Who
randomly
put
putting
this
poles
pole in
on
the air?
squares. I don't know if that's right.
There's
Should I
a
move
pole
some
in the
poles,
air,
or do you want me to
Don't
stay
you
out?
just-
floating above everything.
Yeah, go for it. Everyone's moving poles. Oh, I had that space. God. I bet you do that in car parks as well.
Ah, should go to the old
Who are you
trail
talking
then.
to there, Del?
Beat you to it.
Yeah, you know you are. Quick, we need more poles.
Oh, okay. What pole in the air?
Oh, that's easy. You just click on it and
Oh,
create
there
a
is,
new
isn't
one.
there?
Oh yeah, I see that one. Maybe that's it. That's the
Well,
spiritual
then
pole.
you need to choose the right one, because some
That.
do move
Oh,
and some
oh, oh.
don't.
We need an
yeah.
altar. Oh,
But
hello.
I
what's
stopped doing it because I created too many
Oh, there's
and
a lot of
messed
poles.
everything up. So
We need more poles. We're well short on poles. Who's in charge of pole production? I'm a pole mover. It won't let me do that. It let me move. It won't let me create.
Yeah.
Martin, yeah.
Ah,
Some pole.
no, make more.
Martin is out of control.
We need more poles. It's a
Whoa, it's me. I'm clicking.
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be 9 rings, isn't there?
Yeah. Don't think we're going to get 9 rings in, are we?
I don't think so.
some of those stones aren't
Who's got control of the
on the
template?
grass bit, are they?
That was Martin, wasn't it?
Yeah, he shrank it already.
They from top
gonna
they
shrink
look
it
as
again
if
so we
they're
get another
hanging
couple
in
of
the
rings
air,
in.
some
Yeah.
of the stones.
It's because of the thickness of the template. It's too thick. So we're actually putting them on top of there, and they're in the air. Should we put another row of stones between the first and the second ring? Just lining it up between them.
Not stones, the poles we could.
Yeah.
In the air, in the air.
Where is everyone?
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, you only have 10 minutes to finish.
I'm making poles.
Well, that's what we need.
Not 30, just 10. Sorry.
Between the first and the second.
Well, we just need more poles.
But we better hurry because we've only got half an hour.
Just